am Paul Michael Davis with MCTV. I hope you know who I am. I'm here with Michael Poss, a resident of Lancaster.
New Lancaster,
and
Eastern Miami County.
And then originally from Garnett, Anderson County.
Greeley and Garnett.
Probably at the legislative breakfast in Osawatomie High School, Michael asked probably one of the most esteemed or one of the most talked about bills, or the question about the bill, 2453 HB. Michael, what are your thoughts and concerns about it? Well, first off, tell the viewers about the bill and what it's dubbed as.
Okay. Actually, I only became familiar with the bill yesterday when my sister had sent me an email indicating that there was a petition going around to have them reconsider the bill since it had passed House. It's called the Religious Freedom Bill, and it's basically will deny services to people based on I understand after today's meeting, based on their sexual orientation, preference, and probably included marriage of gay people and churches' rights to refuse that. I asked some questions of the legislature, however, was that contained to religious facilities, or did that also include county, state providers of services and other kinds of service? They were vague on the answer. I think the final answer that came out of that was that they indicated that it would protect the rights of churches to make certain decisions. I think that bill's not necessary. Churches can make those decisions, and individuals can make those decisions based on whatever the belief system of the church is. Yes. People join churches because of their belief systems. So it would seem to me probably inappropriate that gay people would even go to a church that doesn't recognize gay relationships and ask for a marriage to occur. Now, Senator Apple, I believe, brought up the county not providing marriage certificates if the county employee indicated that they had a religious objection to that process. They would have to get another employee to do that. So I guess my thoughts are, where does that begin and end?
And does it just linger with just religious, or is it, anybody, if if a gay man or woman, if they walk into a church and they don't even go to that church, they walk up there and say, "Hey, will you marry me?" Mm-hmm. And not even knowing the background of that church, and that church has, should they have the right to say no, or should they, what do you think on that?
Generally, I wouldn't think that gay individuals would go to an unknown church and do that. I think where the issue would be is if the church happens to have gay members that the church was not aware of that would in fact ask for that. I suspect they would suffer such consequences that they would choose not to continue going with that church, or they would have to make a decision.
As far as your knowledge, what are your thoughts on on Kansas moving towards that progression of California, or
moving towards what?
Towards that progression of California, where gay and lesbian marriage is allowed?
Well, obviously, I stand for people's individual rights, and I consider the right to choose who you marry to be an individual right.
Yes.
So it seems to me like if California can recognize that, and even Utah, which has a high Mormon population, and the Mormons are traditionally very anti-gay, if they can affirm that, it doesn't make sense to me why Kansas can't affirm that. I think Kansas is being regressive in the political arena, and I don't necessarily understand the reasons why Kansas is attempting to be so regressive.
And Michael, you came out when you were 16, correct?
Well, actually, I formally came out when I have a sister that happens to be gay, and she outed me with my family when I was about 22 or 23. I've been aware that I was gay since I was pre-teen. Obviously, where I grew up, that was not an acceptable lifestyle, so for whatever reason.
And you were married when?
We were married on the first day of spring in 1979.
Look at you. Just so you know that my birthday is May 16th, 1979, so
Wow, you were born just right before that. Actually, we were married March the 21st, 1979.
Okay.
That makes it 35 years next month.
35 years, just as 35 years, May 16th is my birthday. So.
Yeah, right. And it hasn't ended in a divorce yet, but one never knows.
So, throughout that lifetime and the changes, the progression in gay and lesbian marriage, is huge.
Obviously, the lifestyle. I'm excited about the changes in the country, and I'm excited about the support for gay and lesbian people. Because when I was growing up, probably until I was in my 30s, we didn't have public recognition of that particular lifestyle. There was denial of that lifestyle, and we know that it's...
And you were married in 1979, correct? So, obviously you weren't married here. Where were you married at?
In Canada.
Where at in Canada?
Well, I don't remember. Actually, I think it was Sault Ste. Marie. That's been a long time ago.
Well, so congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for talking to the MCTV viewers.